She-Bag got me.
Final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap. And the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. Can you slip up? He's liable to burn you.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 44.
She-Bag got me.
final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Panthers and the Chargers on Thursday night.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. It's 25 yards.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their...
And the top priority for the defense has got to be...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set. Right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. All play action. Here's Corral. He finds his man complete. It's Kennedy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 34. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
There's Trimble, the tight end, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but it might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Corral sets up play action. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cornell Powell from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because They just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
40 yards on the ground for him so far. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play,
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Corral. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. L.A. readies for its next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Room here to run. And he coughed it up. The 20. It's a gain of 34.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like guys at bat, people are in position, one guy doesn't get them home, the next guy mess him up.
And avoids the turnover. He finds his receiver, Williams. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. trail, a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's McCoy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. Got the 26-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 22, Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now McCoy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Everett there, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert. Caught by Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Kennedy. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. McCoy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we have come to halftime, and looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Fields in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
McCoy's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Up the middle they go. Huffman. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The goal Certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go.
On fourth down, McCoy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running on first down, Eckler. A beautiful fake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Second down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes.
touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the Panthers coming out now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ziegler. And he coughs up the football near his own goal. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? Not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackler. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he walked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
77 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll run here with Spiller, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
On first and 10 is Spiller.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
They'll look to run with Spiller.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Now this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
She back got me.